Back where we are. Yeah, that 225 is a great emphasis touch. I love it. And that's something that was left out in the first chorus just to add a unique part. If you want to hear it again, listen to the whole song, right? And then you have the reverse reverb going into it. You had the layer that was there already. You add these two in, and then you also add your hums in there. And so you just get the crux of the chorus, the highest part.
Did this here off my family.
Understand how much is going on and how high up it feels, like elevated it feels. I don't know how else to explain it, but
Grammy. Did this here off my family. 225, that's my family.
Sorry for that. I'll try to punch that out in post.
Here off my family. 225, that's my family. I just learned it ain't asked away. Real long way from the past today. Last little trip left the aftertaste. Exaggerated actually.
Right, and that's how it is. It's all that stuff together. It sounds dang good. Let's see.
I just learned it ain't asked away. Real long.
And that could have been a little cleaner cut off of that, but
I just learned it ain't asked away. Real long.
But I also like how it sounds, how it cuts like that. It like punches you a little bit too. It's like
I just learned it ain't asked away. Real long.
Alright, this is cool. That's the crux. Here's that same chord.
Asked away. Real long way from the past today. Last little trip left the aftertaste. Exaggerated actually. Ain't one for the masquerade. Turn back round, hit it back to stay. Flew out here feeling castaway. Spent half the day infatuated. Yeah. Wow, we really traveling.
Same sort of outro I did. Transition from the first chorus. Then we get into the interlude period. So yeah, that was that main chorus I'm really proud of. I really enjoy how I added things in, but I didn't overpower it. I could have added a Miami flair into it. I could have added another stack of layers. I could have added, but I didn't. I was reserved, and I really enjoy how that turned out. So now we have our interlude right here. This was all original vocals. I don't think I added much touch in except for the Palm Tree City, which I did the first night. Actually, I did that, and that's how it came out sounding. And that's when I knew that this track was something. The Palm Tree City actually was the part that hit me, and I was like, oh no. This is like something I have to make and create. I've never made a sound like this and never made it feel like this. For me, for some reason, it feels very like Kendrick Lamar in a way. I don't want to even compare. I don't like comparing my music to other people's music or other people's music to mine. But for some reason, I do have a hint with how beautifully crafted this layer section is and how the Palm Tree City sounds. It just reminds me of some interlude I might have heard. I don't know. But whenever I crafted it and I did that, I was like, oh, this is that sort of track, right? Like, I got to release this track because people have to hear this sound itself, this Palm Tree City sound. It's one of the best layers I've done. So, yeah, let's listen to the interlude and I'll break it down real quick.
Today, infatuated. Yeah. Wow, we really traveling. All around the globe. What do we mean? Palm Tree City. Make this what it's all about.
That's what we're
Wow.
Yeah. Let's just rock it up.
Don't get out of here. Something new. Palm Tree City. Travel around. Stay true to what you're doing.
So cool. So cool thing. All this was originally recorded whenever I did first night. I did come back in and I increased the reverb and delay on it, right? Here's what it sounds like. So 245 without these on it.
Wow, we really traveling. All around the globe. What do we mean? Palm Tree City.
So this is something, if you're interested in making music or you do make music, that is something very interesting. How powerful the delay and the reverb are on that, and how much better it makes the track sound. And because, you're adding the space in there that isn't there with the regular vocal. It's very powerful, and it makes the track sound so much. You heard how dry and how.
Wow, we really Traveling, travel. All around the globe. What are we gonna do?
It sounds so different and so much better with the reverse reverb. I mean, with the reverb and the delay on it. And so, was it 245, 4/5 chroma delay? Oh, I have double delay on it. I usually don't do that, but that was something I went and tweaked back, and so I added more delay and more reverb, and that really made the initial vocal. Because I tried re-recording all this stuff. I'll show y'all a hint, just because test interlude right here. Gosh, it sounds so.
Wow.
Is it? I don't know why that's not coming through. Oh, this whole. Maybe I don't get to hear it. Hold up. Okay, let's see.
Wow.
That's not
wow,
bad.
we really out here traveling.
So a lot of higher pitch vocal. I tried a bunch of things, and then I came back the next day and was like, what am I doing? Just keep the original. The original feels better. And also part of it is I've listened to this track before it was finished tens of times. Before I had this part finished and I had the second half of that verse and I had the outro. And so I got comfortable with the way that it sounds as well, with the original vocal in the interlude, right? I got comfortable with the way it sounded, so it wasn't worth going back and changing anything because I liked the way it sounded. Okay, it says it's soloed somewhere. I don't know where. All right.
Wow, we really traveling. All around the globe. What are we gonna do? Ain't this what is it? All about?
That's where we're
Wow.
Yeah. Let's just rock it up.
Go on, get out of here. Yeah. Something new. Find something. Travel around. Stay true to what you're doing now.
Cool. So 4 stacks. Truly 4 stacks of layers. The main one.
Wow, we really
Punching, high pitch.
travel. All around the globe.
Added that stack right there, all around the globe. 2 side stacks. You can see right, left.
What are we gonna do? Ain't this what it is?
And whenever this isn't soloed, that what are we gonna do sounds like what are we in, and then Palm Tree City comes in, which I like a lot.
What are we gonna Palm Tree City. Ain't this what it's all about?
That's what it's all about, traveling.
That's where we're
Yeah. Let's just rock it up. I really enjoy the wow, all that part that's in there. It's a cool style.
Get out of here. Something new. Palm Tree City. Travel around.
Talking about traveling, I travel a lot. I try to. I want to travel more. I write a lot of great things whenever I'm traveling. Italy, Spain mixtape on the way, by the way.
Stay true to what you're doing.
Doubt anybody will actually hear that, but if you did, it's coming out soon. Five tapes. If you listen to this part, you deserve to hear Italy and Spain mixtape coming out. I haven't started recording them. I've written most of them, and I got to spend 2 weeks there. I wrote 5 songs in the first week and 5 songs in the second week. 5 songs in Italy, 5 songs in Spain. And so that will get made, that will come out. That's a cool style of tracks too. But talking about traveling more, right?
Get out of here.
Really just go in, get out of here.
Something new.
That is everybody on here? That's kind of funny. Like all the
Is that everybody on it?
all my layers, right? Is that everybody on there?
Something new. Palm Tree City. Travel around. Stay true to what you're doing.
Very light use of layers in there besides the on actual words. This part right here.
All around the globe.
Around the globe, and then that wow. And I really like the wow, whoa. the 3 again from the beginning, right?
Stay true to what you're doing.
I love this little punch that comes in here. That little one, right? So you got your
Travel around. Stay true to what you're doing.
super cool. Palm Tree City, I'll break down those layers real quick. Let's hear it.
Palm Tree City.
That's the right.
Palm Tree City. Palm Tree City. Yeah, Palm Tree City. Yeah, Palm Tree City. Yeah, Palm Tree City.
That middle one really brings it in. I could have turned it down a little bit, but that's cool.
Yeah, Palm Tree City.
Yeah, it fits perfect.
Yeah, Palm Tree City.
That sounds so good, man. That's such a cool sound. It just makes me feel like I'm just cruising through the streets of my... You're getting rerouted, buddy. I'm sorry for dropping this all the time. And it really feels like I'm just like cruising throughout the cities, you know, and I'm like looking out the window at the palm trees and the sunset hitting right and the sky's nice and it's just like Palm Tree City. It's like a... I don't know how that makes me feel. If y'all have any comments on how that makes you feel, drop it, or what it sounds like, or what it feels like. I really enjoy that part. It's like such a crux, it's such a peak, it's such a great vocal. Saying Miami, Palm Tree City.
What do you mean? Palm Tree City. Hey, this what it's about.
That's what we're
Let's just rock it up.
Gonna get out of here. Something new. Palm Tree City. Yeah, travel around. Stay true to what you're doing.
Alright, now let's get into this set of stacks. I'll make this rather quick, kind of, maybe not. Very cool. You can see I have the 4 reverse reverbs into here. These just bring in every single line. This was all recorded. This was actually recorded the first night, but I disliked the way it sounded so much. Like it made me not want to finish the song actually. The way that this sounded originally, everything was leveled wrong. There's certain vocals that were too high pitched, certain ones that were too low, and it just sounded bad. It wasn't full, and that made me kind of shy away from finishing the song actually at some point. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna dive into it. I started mixing the levels. I didn't have to re-record any vocals, and just my leveling was off, which is something that's crazy as well. If you're making music, sometimes it's just the levels, or it's just the delay, or it's just the reverb that's missing, right? You don't have to re-record the whole thing. Sometimes it's just little pieces that are missing. And finding what those are is the hard part. So, yeah, this was recorded. And this is all separate vocals than the intro where it comes in and the outro. The intro and the outro where that part comes in, high up, fly on, is different vocals than these. These are very full vocals. I don't have any ad-libs peeking in here except for filling the space is just the delays, right? The delays and the reverb that I have on all of it. There's that 5 delay again. Or is it the 5 reverb? Yeah, 5 reverb again. The decayed reverb, 2.7 seconds. And I moved this down. This is the same stack, except if I moved it up, it chops off and I wanted it to feel more transitionary. Right. So it would have chopped off that last little raspiness of those, so I moved it down. So yeah, and then just reverse reverbs into it. Super simple. I like the way these are all one takes across, right? So I like the way the tonality shifts. This is copied right here. And then what I did right here is I copied this again right here and moved it like a count off and made a manual delay in there. So this is just this vocal. Oh, you can't see. This right here, or this right here, is just this vocal moved a count off and like a beat off, and then, or maybe 2, or maybe it was a bar off. Doesn't look like a bar. No, moved a beat off or so, and then I dropped the gain on it. So this is -12, this is -3, so I dropped it 9 dBs, and that gives you that delay at the end. High up, fly on, wind, city, lights on. That closes the song out, right? It feels good, intentionally just put in the fourth one, then put in the third, then add those delays in the second or the first, right? All right, let's listen. It's so elevated, man. I know I keep stopping this track and running it back, but that part is so elevated. How much space I give it, and then it's just like high, like you're high up in the sky. You know, it's a really great sound, great composition on how this was all put together. Just the space and how it just fell together. Really, how I discovered it. So break. All right, that's a multi-second break that I'm putting in there. And that wow punches you in again. Wow, it draws your ear just over there before it brings you back into the middle and punches you.
Travel around. Stay true to what you put fly on, city lights on. I'm alright, y'all. I'm all good. I'm on cloud nine, never doubt mine. Know you sound fine. It's all cool. Fly on, city lights on. I'm alright, y'all. I'm all good. I'm on cloud nine, never doubt mine. Know you sound fine. It's all cool.
So cool, man. So sick. I don't know if you hear it as well. Maybe you hear it after this. Ta-da. I also panned this second one. So this fourth one has something different with the way that I added in the manual delays. And this second one also has something different in the way that I pan these reverse reverbs off to the left. So if you're listening in headphones, you probably can't hear it on phone. Well, phones have stereo if you turn sideways, but I just like the way it sounds, how I took it and dragged it. Oh, my camera's not flipped. But I took it and dragged it off to the left, right? That's just straight in the middle, and then this comes out straight to the left. And it pulls you left before hitting again, which is super cool touch. I'll play with this.
Right, y'all. I'm all good. I'm on cloud nine.
It's just like a twitch kind of. I did it earlier in the song with something too. I forgot exactly what. Been talking for an hour and a half now. Oh, like the cutoff kind of. How I did that cutoff. It's kind of the same sort of technique in a way, feel of dragging it off left, right? Just to get your ear peaked a little bit to the left. You might not even notice it, but you might like that part. If not, you will probably notice it now whenever you listen to a car and headphones, specifically headphones. But that drag, super nice. They're intentional. I like the way it sounded.
Never doubt mine. Know you sound fine. It's all cool. I fly on, city lights on. I'm alright, y'all. I'm all good. I'm on cloud nine. Never doubt mine. Know you sound fine. It's all cool.
So another thing, I just picked two vocals, and I increased the delay and the reverb just to transition out.
It's all cool.
Those were very nice layers. That's why I chose those. Nice vocals, the softness of them, and I increased the delay and reverb.
Cool.
To kind of like you're leaving. You know, it's the end. It's the cool. It's just a very smooth ending. And notice how I didn't use the last word cool as well here. I cut that off. So you have the delay, pause, cool.
Sound fine. It's all cool.
It's all cool. Not it's all cool. Right? I let that one vocal do the talking on that. We'll listen to this just so you hear what I'm talking about with that manual delay.
Cloud nine, never doubt mine. Know you sound fine. It's all cool.
It sounds very fast whenever you listen to it like this, but it fits perfectly in the with the beat.
Cloud nine, never doubt mine. Know you sound fine. It's all cool.
I love the way that reverb and delay right here sound. But yeah, that's that.
I'm on cloud nine, never.
That's one of my favorite parts as well. I'm on cloud nine, like that. How I just added that second delay in there manually.
Good. I'm on cloud nine, never doubt mine. Know it, sound fine. It's all cool, 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 cool. Palm Tree City.
That goes on. That's just for anybody who's actually interested in it. That's bus 7. I have it turned up pretty high, and that is a tape delay. Just a 1/4 note bouncing. Where's the feedback on it? 93% feedback, 33% wet. So that thing goes on, and it'll just keep going. Can't really visualize it too much, but that's something. Whenever I was making the track originally, I think the first night, I really enjoyed it just popped up in my mind. It's all cool, right? And so I made it with this delay.
Cool.
And I added reverb. You look at 7. I have 5. I have that decay. I have that decay reverb. I added on to the delay itself. The decay reverb onto the delay.
Cool.
Just to fit the beat more. And so that goes on. And a cool thing, some people, I don't know if you noticed, but I brought it back in this little space as well. So I had to bounce this cool all the way out, and then take the bounced audio and then add it here. And that's when I got I brought it back. I worked with the volume on it. Automated the volume just to fill in that space. You'll hear it. So yeah, you have the cool vocals at the end that leave, and then this now takes you into the outro is what the plan is, right? Or the feel of it, how it came to be. This now transitions you with just one layer. Cool. And it's kind of trance-like in a way. It's awesome.
It's all cool. Palm Tree City. Yeah, just touched down in Miami. Yeah, landed ain't playing in the damn thing. All right. Palm Tree City.
And so, a couple things. Palm Tree City in there. You can hear the vocals lip smacks and all.
Yeah. Palm Tree City.
Right? Intentionally left that in. Yes, I heard that, and I wanted to have that feeling there. I like when other artists do it sometimes, and I like the way that it sounded with that in there. Kind of preparing you that it's coming. You can kind of hear it. You're like, I do love lip smacks in there, but yeah. Cool. This part,
yeah, just touched down in Miami. Yeah, landed ain't playing in the damn thing.
I recorded the night before release as well, or 2 nights or 3 nights. Whenever I was working on the song, I re-recorded that in there because that wasn't there originally. Here's my original. That's what I'm looking at. Should the be blue? This was my original.
Cool.
Right. Running out of breath. So that was me doing it manually by myself. It should be muted, right? Yeah. That was me doing it manually by myself before I figured the delay out, because that night I didn't have time to figure out how to do this delay proper or how to make it sound the way I wanted it to sound. So yeah, that was the original take right there, and then I came and did that cool, which I think I took the first cool. I took the first cool and then added the automated delay on there, so it actually sounds proper. Cool. I was doing it myself, and I bounced the automated delay and made it like that, and added this in there. And then this is the spot where the original hums were the first time. This was where I recorded the hums. This is where I added them in. I added them into the choruses the chorus as well. change the gain on them, turn the volume down 3 dBs for the second time it hits. Palm Tree City. Original was at 0 dBs. I dropped it down -4 and then -5.9 and then -23 for the outro. So manually doing that so it fades out as well.
Yeah, just touched down in Miami. Yeah, landed ain't playing in the damn thing.
Right, it comes back in and fills that space. Perfect.
Yeah, landed ain't playing in the damn thing.
It rises up and it comes back down again. The blue should not be muted.
Good, I'm on cloud now, never doubt mine. No, it sound fine. It's all cool. Palm Tree City. Yeah, just touched down in Miami. Yeah, landed ain't playing in the damn thing. Yeah, alright. Palm Tree City.
Added more delay on that. Yeah, all right. That was original. I like how that sounded. I tried to record it. Didn't sound good. The hums, I meant to mention this earlier, kind of mimic the backing vocal of the... right, the backing vocal that the beat actually has. The producer had on that. That's Fly FX if you want to check him out. Some of his beats. Fly FX on YouTube and Instagram. And so, yeah. I'm about getting tired of sitting down. We're finishing this up. Beat transitions out. I tossed the hum in just twice.
Yeah, just touched down in Miami.
That's one of my favorite parts. It's kind of like reminiscing on the trip, kind of reminiscing on the song itself, right? Like the tonality that I use. Just touched down in Miami. Landed and playing a damn thing. Like I'm remembering the song. Like the song was in my head while I was traveling, and then I land, right? Just like kind of remembering in my head, just touched down Miami. Like this song is a trip. This song is a sonar, a sonic trip is what you're listening to. Like traveling to Miami, right? Like going on a plane trip, and then whenever you get back, it kind of feels like a dream. That's what this song feels like. It brings you in. It's there the whole time. It's hitting you. And then the outro is a long outro. It's an intentionally long outro just to fade you out, like the plane's landing, right? I can explain a lot more on how I feel about all that, but yeah, I'm going to keep it shorter.
Yeah, just touched down in Miami.
That's just how it feels. The end of the song, kind of remembering the trip and kind of remembering, like I experienced the song, and then that's me like having this chorus in my head like they would in a movie or something. We're just like, man, where did that come from? Where it just came from this dream that you're in, right? You can see a movie like that where the main character goes into a dream, this is crazy, and then they come out, and they see hints of it or hear hints of it, you know, and that's kind of what that feels like to me.
Yeah, just touched down in Miami. Palm Tree City.
Last Palm Tree City. And that's how it ends. This was the last minute touch as well. I added this in the high up, fly on, city lights on. I'm all right, y'all. I'm all good. And the good hits at the end, it fit perfectly. That's how it's supposed to be. It's very low. And I think I lowered the volume even more. Negative 26 dBs plus negative 18. Or negative 20 plus negative 18. Negative 38 dBs. You can barely hear it. You can hear it in good headphones. It's hard to hear in a car. It's hard to hear in other earbuds or whatnot. But it does all the way come out, and that's how it finishes. I don't think you're going to be able to hear that on the... It's the same intro, except done like that. And I also cut off the last two little layers, if you see that right here, the good layers.
Yeah, just
Oops.
good.
Where I have 3 layers on that, I just have one at the intro, finishing it off, finishing the song. That's it, and that's how I ended it. And I love the level of it. The volume level is perfect with the outro. You can hear it. It's a little detail. Good. That's how it ends. I'm all good. Notice as well, this track ends at 3 minutes and 56 seconds. I bounced it out to 4 minutes, and that's what you'll see on like YouTube and you'll see on Spotify and Apple Music is a 4-minute song. Just because I was so close to doing my first 4-minute song, so I was like, Miami's going to be it. I'm going to just bounce it longer than the track actually is, and that'll be the final version. Is 4 minutes long, so I can now say I have a 4-minute song. And yeah, this was a very long video, an hour and 45 minutes or so. But it's cool, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this track, listening to it. Here's all the layers expanded, almost all the layers expanded. Here's all the layers expanded out. We're tapping at 108 layers. Very solid. And yes, you could toss some of these on the same tracks, but I use different effects, right? I might turn up one delay more than the other, and I'd rather do it within the track itself instead of automating it, because that can get sloppy if you make mistakes. So that's why I have a bunch of tracks, and it's 108 layers in total. 108 layers of great music, minus these 2 reverse reverb tracks. Oh, this is what I use for the reverse reverb real quick. Bus 6, and that is just a 2.8 decay on the reverb. Yeah, man, let me switch out of this. I've been in this camera for a while. I forgot I could switch. All right, yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed this breakdown, the first analysis breakdown that I've done of one of my tracks, and the first one that I'll release. I'm also doing this series with other people's tracks as well. I have JID All Bad that I've already recorded, but I haven't released yet. That's a sick track as well. And I kind of break down what I'm hearing and how they do the layers, so that you can start to pick them out yourself as well and draw more away from the music you listen to. The more you dive into this, the more you experience music, the more you intentionally study and break down the songs, the more whenever you toss on your favorite artist, you'll hear the details that they toss in. So it's a very worthwhile skill to work on and endeavor to chase down, and just road to go on is learning more about music, enhancing your ear and how you hear things. But yeah, that's a whole nother tangent. I hope y'all enjoyed this track, Miami, written, recorded, and mixed by me. All the designs done by me as well. Miami t-shirts available now, $20. They're handmade. I make them all by hand, and if you're in Baton Rouge, I'll deliver them to you with the poster as well. Oh gosh, it's getting confusing. The poster right there. Man, I hope y'all enjoy the track. I hope y'all enjoy the breakdown. If you have any questions at all about the breakdown, about the song, the making of the song, the merch behind it, the making of the merch, whatever it might be, reach out. Part of this series is to share the knowledge, share the wealth with everybody, so they can all get it as well. So like y'all can start seeing where I'm at, how I'm breaking things down, how I'm layering things, and because now my songs are starting to get more. Keep looking up there. My songs are starting to get more intricate, more detailed, more intentional. Right? It's a big difference from Exit 166 if you listen to that, and from anything that I made outside the studio. By myself. It's very detailed, it's very intentional. This is a full composition of a track. It's awesome. I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. I'm going to Miami this weekend to film a music video, and so that'll be out soon. I'll edit that myself. My boy Liam's gonna film it. We're gonna go take a little night trip out, or 1-day trip out there. Yeah, if you enjoyed this breakdown, if you enjoyed the song, share them with people. That's the best way to support me, is to share my music with other people so they can hear it as well, and they can dive into this world that I'm creating of all these different tracks and styles and merch and worlds, basically. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. The first breakdown video, an hour 45 minutes of breaking it down, talking about it, and I got more tracks on the way. Hope y'all enjoyed, and catch y'all again soon. Peace.